Before participating in the following activity, there are some important things we want you to do. Please remember to practice physical distancing of at least 6 feet from anyone that is outside of your home. Wear comfortable and proper shoes. Make sure you have an open space around you with no objects or obstacles in the way. Use the proper equipment or alternative objects you can find in your home. And last, stay hydrated and have fun.
Hey everyone, my name is Ryan. I'm an athlete from Durham region, just east of Toronto. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to do some skills and drills and routines that you can do from home that all relate to the sport of softball. I'm going to guide you through some hand techniques, some forearm techniques, as well as some kneeling and stretching techniques. But before we do all that, we should probably do a little bit of a warm-up. So let's start by doing some stretches. Alright guys, so the first stretch that we're going to do today is stretching our arms. You want to make sure that you get a nice stretch in and you get that pulling around the side of your back so that you get a nice flexible stretch in the arms. You want to be able to stretch these for about 10 seconds on each side. Once you're done one, pull your arms back and then do the other. I think the next routine you want to work on is some jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do as many of those as you think you need to get a nice warm-up going in your body before doing some more exercises. The next one you want to do is you want to make sure that you get a good leg stretch. Leg stretching is very important in baseball to make sure that you're able to run as fast as you can without hurting yourself at all. So you want to be able to stretch for your toes. That stretches out your back leg muscle and also your quad, and you'll be able to get a nice stretch going. Again, you want to count for about 10 seconds before switching sides. Make sure that you have your other leg that you're not using folded in to just have that comfort level when you're stretching. The next one you want to work on is leg swoops. This will help give you a good swoop on your stomach as well as help with your back muscles. So you want to put your leg forward and just go easy and into it and just swoop each leg. And you want to go as many times as you can, probably about 5 or 6 times on each leg, and then that way you will be able to get a nice bend. This will also help make sure that you'll be able to bend on the ground to catch that ball when it comes towards you. So again, just full out swoops between each leg and you'll be good to go. The last thing you want to do as your warm-up before you get into your baseball techniques and skills and drills is a light jog. You don't want to go over too much because you'll wear yourself out, but you want to get a nice light jog in to stretch out those spinal muscles and stretch out the legs and kind of loosen things up. So you want to position yourself in the ready position like you would if you were tagging up for a pop fly, and then you want to just run. Another workout that you want to do to work out your arm muscles and the forearm muscles is grabbing a stretch. So this is something, again, you can do from home, where you can, if you're outside in your backyard, grab a corner of your house, grab something near your garage, something that you can hold on to. And what you want to do is you want to stretch out your arms. This will stretch out near your shoulder, near your rotator cuff, and also part of your forearm as well. You want to make sure that you have a good stretch. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to make sure that you hold yourself to where you feel the pull in your arm. Again, you want to do this for about 10 seconds, and then you want to be able to switch your arm and face the other way and be able to stretch out that arm as well. It's key that you do this because that will help with the forearm relaxation when you go to swing, and your arm won't be seizing up or tight when you go to swing. We're going to talk about hand position on the bat. Hand position is so key when you're swinging the bat because you want to have a comfortable feel when the ball is coming in and when you go to swing the bat forward. One thing you're going to want to do is, I'm a right-handed batter, so if you're a right-handed batter, you're going to want to take your left hand and put it almost near the bottom of the bat or near the barrel. That way you have a comfortable feel for where the end of the bat is. The next hand, your other hand, is going to go right on top. But the key aspect of it is you're going to want to have your thumbs pointed downward so that way you have a bit of a control over the handle and and you have that aspect of where the bat's going to go. If you have your hands just barreled together like this or like this, you're going to lose control of where the bat's going to swing. But if you put your thumbs forward, you're going to be able to control where the bat's going to go and have a proper full out swing in your control. If you're batting left-handed, you're going to want to take your right hand, put it on the bottom, and put your left hand on the top. This way, you're going to again get that swing, but you're going to be more directional for the way that the ball is going to come. Again, make sure that you put your thumbs right on the line so that you're able to then have a nice powerful swing. And that's your batting technique for today. Hey everyone, my name is Ryan Kolpitz. I'm an athlete here with Special Olympics, and today I'm going to show you the basic techniques of your swing to get ready for baseball season. So what you're going to want to do first is make sure that you get a good stance in your swing. When you go to make sure that you are going to be able to swing fully and straight through. You don't want to be doing any of this curve up swing. You don't want to be hacking at the ball. You want to make sure that you get a nice straight solid swing. So the first thing you need to do is position your feet properly, about a shoulder width apart from your main shoulders. Make sure your feet are there. You want to bend your knees a little bit so that you get a little bit of back power. And when you go to swing, you want to lean on the back foot and then push off of it so you're going to get that full body power when you go to swing through. Now when you go to position your bat, you don't want to raise it too high or too low. You want to put it right near the center of your body, right across your chest, so that when you go to swing, you're going to be straight with the ball. Now the next thing you want to do is you don't want to be doing chicken arms or anything like that. You want to make sure that you have a nice fluctuated arm movement so that when you go to swing, you're straight through the ball. So again, have your arms tilted a little bit, have your legs hip width apart or shoulder width apart, again, and then you're going to take your bat and swing it right through your chest. So that when you go to swing, the ball is going to go straight through versus up or down. And again, you're just going to go straight through. And then that will give you a straight, direct hit out to the outfield. You won't have any pop flies or too many grounders. And again, you just want to make sure that you have that comfortable stance in the batter's box and that you swing straight through. That's today's lesson. All right, guys, your next lesson for today is making sure that you're following through with the swing. Again, as I mentioned, it's very important that you get a straight, clear follow through for the ball. You don't want to hack down at the ball. You don't want to pop up, or one thing that I've seen a lot of people do is scoop up. You don't want to scoop up because if you do that, then the ball's going to be a pop fly and an easy catch for the opposing team. So something that you guys can do to practice this is go and get a piece of string or something that is long, a rope, maybe even a piece of tape. And what you can do is take it from one end of your wall, or if you're in your backyard, one side of your, something you can attach it to, and take it from one side of the attachment to the other side, and make sure that the string, rope, the tape, whatever you're using, is equal to about your chest high level of your body. Because this is important, because your bat is going to go chest high when you're swinging. The point of the rope or the tape or the string is so that it will help you give practice to being able to aim properly and get that straight follow through. If your string is here and you're batting way up here or down here, it's not properly done. So this technique will help you with that straight, clear follow through that you need to be able to get good straight contact with the ball. So again, make sure you attach it to both sides of something at your house or in your garage or backyard, and be able to properly swing straight through and get that hard, straight contact. That's your lesson for today. All right, guys, the next technique that I want to show you is plate positioning. Plate positioning is so important in a game, even out of practice, because that's going to determine where you're going to stand and where your bat's going to go to properly hit the ball. If you guys can see this line right here, that's going to be my base or my plate on the other side of the plate. You want to make sure that when you're standing in the batter's box, that your bat, the edge of your bat, is able to hit that batter or that side. So I had to move up a little bit. The most important part about that is that if you're able to reach the other side of the plate comfortably, that's because your bat is then going to cover the full size of the plate. If you're standing far back and the ball gets thrown on the other side, you may swing or hack at it, and it may be a foul ball, it may be a pop fly, and you're not going to get that power and that contact that you need. So what you want to do again is stand up the other side of your plate, bend your knees to test out how far you need to be, reach for that line on the other side of the plate, and then position yourself again with that back knee with a little bit of power, your left knee tilted a little bit, your proper batting hands, and then you're going to be able to swing fully. That way, when you have a nice clean swing, it's going to go straight, dead center of the plate, and you'll be able to have that contact with the ball properly. All right, everyone, so for today's lesson, you're going to work on your kneeling drill. The kneeling drill is imperative because it works on your upper body strength and your swing technique. The importance of it is that you want to make sure that you have a nice clear swing when you're in the batter's box. So if you position your glove in front of you like I have here, position your bat just on the other side of the plate, and then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you turn your abdomen, bend your elbows a little bit like you would at the batter's box, and when you go for a swing, make sure it's a nice, straight, smooth swing. You don't want to hack too far, or you don't want to swoop up, because otherwise that's going to be a grounder or a fly ball, and that's not what you want to do. You want to practice, again, turning your abdomen and your stomach so that way you have the muscle buildup there. And again, you're going to want to swing straight through. Just focus on straight arm contact or arm positioning and have that nice clear swing. One thing you can also do is do it from a seated position. The seated position allows you to have more of a concrete base to your swing and lets you focus more on a higher ground while not fully standing at a batter's box. In a seated position, what you want to do is have your legs and your hips shoulder width apart, so that just like you would in a batter's box, have your feet facing forward. You don't want to have them too out or too narrow. Same thing with your legs. You want to have your proper stance like you would in your batter's box. Once you have that stance, again, you are going to focus on your abdomen, your turning of your muscles, and your bat positioning and your bat swing. You're going to do that bat swing probably about 10 times, and you want to make sure that it's consistent every single time. You want to focus on proper hand, proper wrist, and make sure that it's straight. Again, you don't want to hack, you don't want to go up. You want to make sure that you have that straight movement with your bat, and you want to keep an eye on your bat and make sure that you're level every time. If you find you're not level every time, then focus a little bit more on trying to get it level. If you're working with a partner, use a ball of socks or a flight resistant ball if you're in your backyard, and have your partner just help you lob balls, so that way you can also work on your hitting along with your pitching and making sure that it comes through to the barrel of the bat. If your ball ends up going a little high or too low, you want to position your bat just right, so again you have that clear, consistent swing every single time. Work on that swing about 10 times before rotating, and if you're with a partner and you're pitching to one another, every 15 to 20 swings you want to rotate and give your partner the opportunity to take swings as well. But if you're standing or if your partner's across from you, you can also look at their chest and focus on swinging about chest high, as long as it's equal to your chest, and you're going to have that nice, clear, even swing every single time. All right, everyone, today we're going to talk about forearm strength when batting. Forearm strength is such a key component of batting because that's where a lot of your muscle strength is going to go when you're swinging the bat and when you're going to make contact with the ball. So we're going to work on that forearm strength by working on a drill that we call the window washer drill. And what that is, it's going to be swinging your bat back and forth working on your forearm, but also on your wrist strength. The strength is the key component of this drill. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your bat like you normally would in the batter's box. You're gonna bend the elbow just a little bit to have that comfort level as if you're gonna swing. However, you're not gonna fully swing. What you're gonna do is you're gonna place the bat straight in front of you. Again, elbows slightly bent, the top of the barrel to the top like you would when you're standing in the batter's box, and you're gonna focus on those wrists. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the bat, tilt it to the left, and hold that for 3 seconds. So count 1, 2, 3. You're gonna then bring it back up and do the other side to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then bring it back up to the resting position. And you're gonna do this 10 more times. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So do that 10 times. If you feel like you want to do it a little bit more, 15 or 20, and then take a rest from doing it, and then go back into doing that and maybe do it 3 sets, then that's going to mainly work on your forearm and your wrist strength, so that when you go to bat, you're going to have that strength when you go to hit the ball. All right, everyone, so what you're going to want to do for this batting drill is you're going to focus on timing. Timing is everything in baseball. Every pitcher is going to have a different pitch style, whether it's a lot higher of a pitch, lower of a pitch. As we know, the pitch distance has to be between 6 and 12 feet, but some pitchers could throw that 6-footer, some could throw a 12-footer. So it's all about timing when you're up to the batter's box. So what you want to do at home, you want to make sure that you take a flight restricted ball, or even better yet, a rolled up pile of socks, and you want to use those as they won't go far or they won't damage anything if you're batting up against your garage door or against the side of your house. So make sure you're using that sock bundle. And what you want to do is you want to just focus on timing with your swing. So again, some will throw it softer and some will throw it a lot higher. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have that proper swing time. And during the swing, if it's a little lower, you're going to want to make sure that you hit the bat faster. If it's higher, you will have a little bit more time before you have to load off. So again, your average one is like that. And again, you want to make sure that you have a proper timing down in order to get a nice smooth swing. And you want to focus on having that nice even swing through the ball. That's your lesson for today. I hope that what I've been able to teach you will help you turn those baseball skills and drills into some great techniques while you're at home, and these are going to be things that you can then transfer into sport once it goes back. So again, thanks for joining us today, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Take care. All right, guys, when you go to do your cool down stretches, it's very important that you do these to kind of just relax those muscles after a hard workout and a hard practice, whether you're at the diamond or at home. The first thing that you want to do is be able to do a butterfly stretch. This will help to stretch out those upper thigh muscles that you've used when running, when batting, and when running in between bases. So what you want to do is you want to put your feet together. You want to hold your hands at the top of your toes, pushing down on your legs as with your elbows, if you can, or just by natural force, just push them down, and then you'll get the stretch right in the thigh there, and that will be a big stretch for you to help you cool down. And you want to do this for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then once you do that, stretch them out, and then do it one more time to be able to have that full stretch as the first part of the cool down. Another thing that you want to do for your cool down is you want to do some arm stretches. So you want to loosen your arms up. Again, they're going to be tight from holding the bat, so you want to loosen them up by doing some arm circles. These will just get the blood flow and the rotation going in the arms, and it'll be the last little bit of cool down to relax the arms after all your hard batting and after your catching and throwing. This is imperative to make sure that nothing gets torn or gets hurt in your arms. So you want to make sure to do nice straight circles. They don't have to be huge, just nice little ones to help get some movement back. Another leg movement that you want to do as a cool down is you want to do some lunges. You want to make sure that you get fully down and stretch out those lunges, because it'll stretch out the front of your leg, plus again your hip and your thigh. This is very important to make sure again that you stretch out those muscles after a hard practice or after some drills that you do from home, and you want to make sure that you don't hurt any more muscles, and you stretch them out properly. The last thing you want to do is just do a super light jog, just to kind of relax those leg muscles. And you don't want to overdo it because you just put in a hard practice. You did one before warm-ups, but you want to make sure that you get a light jog, so it can just be a super light one like this, small and short. But again, you want to make sure that you get this in as your final cool down.